Hey, what's up, YouTube? Mike from Mass here, Mass Aquariums. Excuse my voice, a little hoarse this evening. I was recently sick. I'm a little bit better. Hope you can deal with it. If not, I'll cut the video. I had a friend come over tonight who's setting up his son's first aquarium. He was very excited about it, and I realized I haven't done a whole lot of videos on, setting up your first aquarium. Not your planted aquarium or your reef tank or your saltwater aquarium, but, for true beginners or, your kids, you want to set up your very first aquarium. What are some basics, some guidelines to go by? And that's what I want to outline in this video real quick. So this is for the beginner. All you diehards out there that watch Mass Aquariums, here's your chance to shut it down, because I'm sure you know all this info, but this is for all the beginners out there. People that are starting up their first aquarium that just really want to know the basics. And this video goes out to Ben the gardener. Shout out to Ben. I hope you enjoy the video, and I can't wait to see your new aquarium. So, let's start. First off, you need to think about tank size. What kind of tank are you prepared to take care of? For a first timer, I would recommend anywhere from a 10 gallon to a 29 gallon. 20 gallon long is a great beginner aquarium. Also, 29 gallon standard size is also a really good beginner aquarium. Now, why those tank sizes? They're not too small that you can get into a lot of problems with, but they're big enough that you can experiment with some fish. You can start off with some small fish like some neons or some guppies, and if you really wanted to, you could put a few larger species, medium-sized species, in a 29 gallon that won't get too big and that will school together. Now, after you've picked out your tank, you're going to want to pick out what kind of substrate you want. I always start from tank, bottom to top with how I choose it. So, what kind of substrates do you want? Do you want, now, for everybody out there, substrate is your bottom, your gravel, your sand, whatever you like on bottom. You can put green, purple, pink, blue, all sorts of different colors on bottom. You can put brown and gray that looks like a river. You can put black like I have here. You can put glass marbles on the bottom if you want. But the most important thing about starting your new aquarium is what's pleasing to your eye. Not what everybody else likes, but what do you like to have? What do you like to look at? So next, you want to pick out your substrate. After that, you want to go with some equipment. Now, what are the most important things you need for your fish tank? You want to get a heater, you want to get a filter, and you want to get some lights. Now, a lot of pet stores, the big Petcos and the PetSmarts, they'll sell you a whole kit, which I believe is a great thing to start off with. They'll sell you a kit that comes with the tank, your heater, your top, your lighter, your filter, all that stuff. But if you're going to just go standard and buy your own stuff, let's start off with a heater. I think a 10 gallon tank would be good with 50 watt heater. Anything above, I like to go a little bit higher than normal. So if you look up online, this tank recommends a 150 watt heater. I'll go with a 200 watt heater. I like to go higher. It's better for your electric bill, and the heater tends to work less to keep your tank where it needs to be, especially if you live in some colder climates like the Northeast, like I do in Massachusetts. Now, for your filter, there is all types of filters out there, from canister filters, from inline, in-tank filters, to sponge filters, where you're running an air pump. My favorite beginner filter, which I still use right now in a lot of my tanks, is a good old-fashioned hang-on-the-back filter. It's very easy to set up, it's very easy to maintain, it's very easy to replace parts. My favorite hang-on-the-back filters are Aqua filters. Now, for 10 gallon tanks, you can run Aqua 20s. For 20 gallon tanks, you can run Aqua 20s or Aqua 50 gallons per hour. It's really all up to you. But an Aqua hang on the back is perfect for your beginner aquarium. Now, lighting. Like I said, kits come with lights, but what type of light do you need for the tank? tanks really, the light is for you to view the tank. So the best case scenario would be for you to purchase a cheap LED light, or buy a canopy that fits your tank that comes with T5 or T8 bulbs that are very easily replaceable on your tank. Comes with an on-off switch right on the canopy, and it lights your tank up really nice. So, next, decorations. What do you want to put in the tank? Are you want to go right off the bat with live plants, or do you want to put a giant crushed helicopter, or a marine guy that bubbles up when the air stone is on? Do you want to put fake plants? Do you want to have some rock in there, some driftwood? This is all up to your personal experience, personal preference. Whatever you really want to do in your tank is all up to you. Whatever you really love to do is up to you. If you love to have Matchbox cars in your tank, throw some Matchbox cars in there. Whatever you want to look at is perfectly fine. It's what is appealing to your eye. So now you have your tank, your heater, your filter, your substrate, your decorations, your light. Maybe you have a top. What do you need to do next? You need to fill it up with water, and you need to add a dechlorinator, which will take the chlorine out of your tap water. Then plug everything in and let it sit. Folks, this is the worst part about getting your first aquarium. Yes, you have to let your tank sit for a while. You have to let it go through the nitrogen cycle. Now, I'm not going to get into this right now. There's another video I have if you want to look up nitrogen cycle. There's millions of videos out there if you want to look up the nitrogen cycle. But basically, in a quick short note, you need beneficial bacteria built up in your tank, so when you have fish and they have waste like their poop and their pee, it's taken care of by live bacteria in the tank so it doesn't harm your fish. This takes time to add to your tank. It's all going to be housed in your filter, where it will build up in your substrate, or your carpet, your floor, where it will build up, and that'll take care of your fish waste. So there is ways of doing this. You can do a fishless cycle, which is allowing your tank to just sit for anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. You can slowly dose ammonia to your tank over the course of a couple weeks, and that'll build up your beneficial bacteria. Or you can do a fish cycle, which is put some really hardy fish, like some platies, in your tank, which will probably, they won't die, but they might suffer through the cycling of your tank. So let your tank sit for 4 or 5 weeks, let it run, let it build up what needs to be, and then you can slowly add some fish. Now, a few beginner fish that I like are platies, neon tetras, guppies are really good. Any type of cory cat usually will be great for beginners. Don't go buy yourself really hardy, huge fish. Really non-hardy, huge fish. It's just not going to work. You're going to struggle. They might die. You're going to wonder why they're dying all the time, and you're just not experienced to take care of those kind of fish. So just start off really, really small. Start off really simple and enjoy what kind of fish you have in your tank, and then slowly get confidence and break off from that to some maybe more challenging fish. Maybe you want to break off from the fake plants and go to some more live plants and try to challenge yourself there, where your whole lighting needs to change and maybe you need to have some additives to your tank. But that's all for another video. Sorry my voice has been this hoarse through this video. I really wanted to get this out for my buddy Ben, who got his first tank today, and I'm really excited to see what he's got to put in it. So I hope you found this video informative. Any questions you have, leave them down below. I will be sure to answer all my comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Mike from Mass, and I'm out.